And still, one of the greatest I ever saw wrestle with my own eyes, man or woman, Nikki Blackheart. And it still feels like yesterday. Across social media, she's acknowledged me. I feel great, I feel good. It's my first time ever to Wrestlecade. But hold on, pause for the call for one quick second. You are listening to the OMNISCALES podcast after so long, after a whatever you want to call it, hiatus. I am back. And I would love to tell you about my weekend last weekend. I went to my first ever Wrestlecade. And I saw a whole bunch of people, did a whole bunch of things, saw 2 matches? So was it 3 matches? I think three. It was matches every single day. But yeah, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, my hometown. But first, let me introduce myself. I am the man, the MC, CD Scales, a.k.a. Krishan D. Scales. No need at all for my old, didn't have a rap name, which was Excalibur. So I just put my initials, CDS, put an X plus Caliber. Anyway, that's where the tag and the handle came from. But let's get into the show right now, man. We have an episode about wrestling, people I love, people I admire. I got to see Jakara Hart walk in. I think she goes by Sade now, if I'm not mistaken. My mind's all over the place right now. Jakara Hart, that's her name. I think it's her real name. But I saw her walk in, look just like on WWE when they walk in and they do the walkthroughs before the show start. That was super cool. Got to see her wrestle. I got to see a few different other people wrestle, people that I followed on socials. Got to see them finally wrestle in person, which is freaking phenomenal, man. One of the other people that I really like is Jessica Roden. Does she go by Nikki Nashville? I don't know for sure. Like I said, my mind's all over the place. This is my first podcast episode in a hot little second. So please bear with me. But this one is all about wrestling, all about women, and specifically all about Miss Nikki Blackheart, a.k.a. Miss Nicole Rapole Martinez. I just want to say that I'm a big fan starting off here. Love you, love everything about you. I have no clue what your special move is called, or signature. Because, most wrestlers, if not all of them, have signature moves they do, which I think is super cool. We're going to be jumping all over the place here, so guys, please bear with me today. Once again, my name is CD Scales, wrestling podcast. It's probably the first one I've ever talked about, other than going to Monday Night Raw in 2023. But yeah, who else did we get to see? We get to see Lacey Lane. I think it was a great weekend, man. I got to see a lot of different people in person. I got to go up and actually shake Devon Dudley's hand. I did not say get the tables. I did not say testify, but it was really cool, man, to walk up to him at his table and everything. And, shake his hand, tell him how much I loved him. And, what I'm saying? I didn't really say that I watched him on television, which I did as a kid in the 90s. And I think early 2000s. I think they were still wrestling, right? In 2000s. But, yeah, man. But getting back to the subject matter at hand, man. Miss Nikki Blackheart. I knew a little bit about her before I actually saw her wrestle and got to Wrestlecade. I made a comment or something like that about something she posted saying that I love people, love her in particular. Even though she was showing how I think she lost weight and she was transitioning into like a muscle building phase. And then I saw something else recently about not having to do crash diets or do an insane amount of cardio, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's what I have to do. I have to do an insane amount of cardio because I am particularly trying to lose my gut. and, build my legs, chest, and my core. So, with me, it's going to be probably a tall task, but at the same time, I think I can do it. I think I'm prepared and ready, and I don't think it'll be hard at all to do that. But yeah, man, it was a great, great, great day. For whatever reason, we decided, me and my party, that it was best to sit on the, let's see, what would we call it actually? It's best to sit on the, I guess, the right side of the ring, like the right side of the ramp. Because like on the left side was cool, but I don't know what it was. Like the dynamics or the view wasn't as good. But we only sat on the left side of the walkout ramp once, and then I captured my infamous footage that is, I think it's up to like 1.6K views now on social media. Yep, 1,613 views of Miss Nikki Blackheart. Big fan of the whole everything that went on, particularly her, of course. It's really cool to actually interact with somebody on social media, get to know a little bit more about them, interact with them, and then they're there in front of you. Like, I didn't know what to do, what to say. I told a bunch of young ladies, I think they were going out to take a photo on what was that, last day we came in? Or was that the first day, actually? It might have been the first day. It had to be the first day we came, because I remember what I had on. But yeah, man, great seeing them go take their promos, photos, and all that good stuff. I believe it was Nikki, it was Jakar Hart, quote unquote, and 3 more superstars. I think Jessica Roden was with them as well, and 2 other young ladies. But yeah, man, it's just awesome to see the same people you see on social media in person, see them doing their thing, see them doing what they're passionate about, what they love, what pays the bills. Hopefully, I'm assuming something that they're passionate about, because at times I don't really feel like I am doing what I am meant to be doing. Like I say, I guess you could say independent actor, because I don't really have an agent or anything, but I've done a independent film as well. But yeah, it's best when you're doing the things that you actually want to do, and things that make you happy, things that you would do for free, things that when you wake up in the morning, you're not having negative thoughts, second guessing what you're doing, what could be better to do than this, or whatever thing that you're doing. It's just super awesome to have done some acting, to be in a position to continue to do more. I know exactly how much I need to save for acting classes. Once I go back, this time when I go back, I'm not leaving. I'm going to have my finances together, and I'm going to get in there and do what I do. Because, I love being in front of the camera. And it ain't even that, really. It's just performing, expressing myself, meeting new people, traveling, which I know it's tedious to some people, and they can't get old traveling, going to hotels, and interacting with different people in different cities, and handling the workload. But, if you train and if you're really passionate about it, you learn to love it. I don't think you'll ever work a day in your life if you do what you really want to do what you love doing, and all that good stuff. Today, on a side note, I will be doing some in-house stuff as far as gym work, tightening up this core work, doing some push-ups. I want to also do some calf raises. I'm going to. I gotta stop saying I want to, or I've got to, or I need to. I gotta start saying I'm going to, or I never ever say I'm trying to. But I need to start saying I'm going to do. So those things I'm going to do today, probably right after I do this episode. But in a roundabout way, man, getting back to wrestling in totality, I never, ever thought all those years ago that I would ever ever, 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 ever see a live wrestling match.